Well, definitely not for Arsenal, but for me as a United fan, it is a very good
But
score.
also, when you're leading the pack, you don't always have to win, like a cheeky draw here, especially after your opponents dropping points. Chelsea lost midweek. Villa are now third, I believe. So like these are, and Man City still, of course, they had 2 games. You remember last week we left here, City were 2-0 up. I got home.
Things changed very fast.
4-1 before they started the comeback.
No, that's midweek. We are getting to midweek. Last
that was
week,
on Saturday.
Saturday, like Leeds.
Yeah.
And by the Leeds, like their schedule is so bad. They had City, they played Chelsea, na leo wanapata kipato.
But you see, the good thing about them is they've actually been getting very good results, to be honest, and they are scoring. And one of the things I've always admired about Leeds, despite, and this is very funny, a lot of people think when you look at United that their biggest rivals ni
Man City.
Man City. Actually, one of the biggest rivalries that is there in English football is Manchester United versus Leeds. And that game,
for the older generation, they would know
exactly. And basically, in that particular match, it has always been a high-scoring match. So one of the things I've always admired about Leeds is the way their ability to score goals. And even now that we are talking about it, just look at how they've been playing the last few matches they've played. They've scored a lot of goals. Yes, they are conceding, but at the same time, they're scoring a lot of them. And that is what football is all about. And sometimes I tell people, I want to go and sit down and watch a match that ends 5-4. That is entertainment for me.
That is
at the end of the day
entertainment.
Exactly. As in the match ends 5-4, I am a very happy person. Or even 4-4.
4-4 is actually, for most games, I feel like as a neutral, we usually say 2-2 because that's like a humble estimate, and that's when you're like, yeah, I'll enjoy a 2-2. But a 4-4, because that's 8 goals in 90 minutes, which means that's a goal every
like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, 10 between, something like that.
See, midweek was 5-4.
5-4, yes. One every 10 minutes, exactly. And City, you were right, were 4-1 up.
Yes.
And you know who? Me, I'm such a slacker, because I saw that game and Phil Foden had scored 2.
Yes.
And Phil Foden scored 2 against Leeds. And I was like, I need Foden in my FPL because he's fighting for his space at the World Cup. Because Thomas Tuchel. Hey, is my Thomas, manze? Kati mnasema Thomas the Tank Engine.
Sasa by the way, ama hapo ndio ulikuwa unataka kutupeleka.
But your train, your engine yote inatupeleka mpaka KICC with our boy here, Mike. We want to get now into the technicalities of exactly how your competition is going to go down. Are there teams? Are there pairs? Is it 2v2, 1v1? I'm going to let you take it away.
Yes. For this particular one, because we still have players coming from Tanzania and everything, and we're giving them a chance to get here early Monday morning back into the country, and we wouldn't want to have a tournament without them. On Monday, what we are having is sponsored races. Actually, anyone who's interested in sponsoring a race, it's good if they can get in touch with us.
Now, Mike, what I want you to explain, because I can see the way Musa is looking at you, he's wondering where is a race coming in on a pool table.
I was like, are the guys running around the four corners of the table?
So what we normally do, this is now more for the fans who are watching the pool. So we take 2 big players who people want to see play each other. Then we put some money on the table and say these 2 players to play. Whoever who wins 20,000, 30,000 on the table.
Depending on how much money the fans have put up.
Normally now, that's why I call it a sponsored race. It's either now us will put it up, or if there's someone who's thinking of coming to sponsor us or something.
So if my brand is called Major League Moose.
Yes.
And I had 100,000.
Yes.
It would be called.
That race would be called
Ronaldo versus Messi in the Major League Moose Cup or Major League Moose
that race
fixture.
And usually, our big races are more or less televised, even though it is digital.
Yes.
You'll find someone from South Africa, someone from Zambia watching that race. Because now you have to realize the big names now have become continental names. Yes, so we have Caesar from Uganda, us in Kenya, we have Fahad, we have City, we have people. So those guys are the ones who are actually playing each other. You'll find these teams, and now they're in Tanzania. You found guys have come over from South Africa, from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, from wherever they meet there. If it's in Zambia, and mostly it's normal suspects. And now we have even good female players. And we have some players we've seen come from nothing. Until now, they're actually some of the best players around. Making me happy. The Keruches of this world. Yeah, which is...
that lady called Keruche can work you up a good one.
Wait. This is a Kenyan lady named Keruche, or
Yes,
Chris
Keruche,
Brown's
the
ex-girlfriend called Karuch?
But it's, the spelling the same.
It's actually the same.
It is. That's
Yes,
I
It is
know.
Keruche.
Yes.
Yeah, lakini that one is it's a Kisii lady's
Yes.
name. Like Kemunto
Kitu kama hiyo.
and Kerubo.
And for race, I still want to come back to the race.
Yes,
what
yes.
exactly that race means. A race is usually say race to 7. So it's whoever gets to 7 wins before the other.
So it's like how the NBA has game 7 and whatever.
That's the thing. So it's odd numbered.
But I have a
races.
question.
Yes.
That, and I think the listeners might want to also ask this question. I'm going to do it for you guys, listeners. Is it best of 7 or first to 7? So like if you've got to 4, does it mean you've won because the other guy can only get 3, or it's
actually that is now the venue watasema on that day. Yes, because you see now you can call it differently. There's to 11 to 15 to 21
different games, but as we were just discussing off air,
No, it is not 21 different games. Literally, it can be 21-20. So mimi nimekushinda.
Oh, it's first to 21.
Yes. So mimi nimekushinda 21, wewe umenishinda 20.
So we've played 41 games. Wow.
Sometimes, with the big players, it gets that close.
Yeah.
And then you see that's why sometimes you don't stuka. Someone is 10-1 up. And then you're like, hey, this guy is not feeling
chini.
Turn around.
Anarudi.
Is pool a form sport? Like the sort of sport where I'm on a hot one and now there's nothing I'm missing. I'm just winning, and every decision I make is just the right decision.
There are some times when you're just on fire. Even the big players. And there are sometimes just not your day. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And what makes it different? Because anybody can play well, okay, not in, but relatively to a certain consistency is the key. Because even though I've not played pool these days for a while, I used to be a very good pool player. But I went off a cliff because I naonanga hata watu walikuwa afraid kucheza na mimi. Sasa mimi I'm there beating.
Can you lose to an amateur?
Anybody can lose to an amateur because the amateur can break and finish and you don't get on the table.
Oh, so you got 7-balled. See, you know, yes. 7-baller.
So anything is possible. That's why
nilipigwa 7-baller 10 to 12 days ago.
Sasa,
the guy was the guy who worked there, and I know he hustled me.
No, it was not hustling you. If the guy was good and you're terrible, you are terrible.
I know we had played like 2 games before, and the first one I know I won by pure luck and mind games. I was just talking, and getting into his head, the Jose Mourinho way.
Until you got your Jose Mourinho to yourself.
And then I beat him, and I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? And now I got cocky. Second game he beat me, I was like, Third game he was like, Satweke Pesa. I said, of course.
But then that's where the hustling comes in.
That guy was on your head, in your head from
the yeah.
I was.
He allowed you to win.
Don't do this to him. Don't do this to me.
If you remember Uncle Phil in that clip he's going to save
Uncle Phil
when he goes to play pool and
and he goes like, oh well, I don't know, sir. And then $100, old man.
Then he gets his cue stick.
And I'm at what we.
And then at that particular moment, kwanza akiingia na kuambia vile hata I don't even know how to play the game.
Wow. I'm gonna try pull a fast one on some people, and I'll come back to the show and give you the report.
So that's why you see consistency and why the big players play to that 21 or 15, because consistency is what makes it. Imagine playing 41 games in a row.
I don't think I've played 41 games in a year.
Yes. But now that's one
That's
match.
it's one game.
And you have 50K on the table. That's your rent.
I have a question. If somebody were to play 41 games, sorry.
No, just ask.
I didn't do the mathematics yet,
Yes.
because I was gonna be like, if someone does play 41 games for 100 bob each, that's only 4,100. That's nothing. No, yeah, that's 4,100.
Yeah.
That's 4,100. That's nothing. That's not anything close to your rent.
It's a lot to the person losing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because the person losing at the end of the day is not gaining anything.
Yeah.
So for the one who's winning, yes, it is a small margin of the money. And at the end of the day, in terms of just looking at the matches themselves, it's pure mental strength, because you look at the way those guys are playing, and it's the same thing Mike was saying earlier. You'll see a person, he's 10 games down, but that person is not flinching. Like literally, he's so focused, and you realize this guy just changes the game changes like this, and the next thing you know, it's the guy who was 10 down, because just like you got cocky, the person who's leading 10 gets cocky as well, and they believe they are winning, and they lose that mental what term am I trying to look in terms of discipline, mental discipline
and focus,
because it is mental discipline at that particular moment. The moment you lose it, you lose the match.
And that's why you see some people getting so annoyed and vexed, and then they are looking for who can I blame. Then you are sitting in the corner, he starts complaining about you, you're looking at him badly. It's actually very, very mental. The people who have the best, the sensibility, and they know how to relax within themselves. You'll find people doing mental prayers, they wake up in the morning, do yoga. You find some people are just like mentally psyching themselves. So I think, in fact, these face-to-face games, think of it like heavyweight boxing. Because it's exactly like that. You'll find, like now when we are saying the race is on Monday between this person and this person. You find even there are people have already started talking badly in advance. People are saying, his manager, they are running away, they don't have money. Such things. That speak is there. There's people who are saying that guy he's been trying to run away from me for 1 year. He's not playing me.
Amekataa kunicheza. Ameogopa kushindwa.
He's saying that we can't play on this type of table, we have to play on this table. He's saying
there specific...
there was even a very interesting conversation. There was two big players in South Africa. So the tournament has finished. So now it's these face-to-face games. I think they are putting up $3,000 each or something.
Wow.
For the match. And the argument was about the cloth. Saying, one player saying, the manager said, we don't want to play on that type of cloth. So it's all about mind games. So there's many intricacies that's happening. So here on the first day, as I said, we are doing the races to give people a chance and also to try out the tables, see how it is. The games will be starting from 3 p.m. to late, to about 11.
On Monday?
Yes.
On a Monday, watu watatoka hapo 11?
Yeah.
Yes.
But hii kitu umeambiwa
for the money. And it's a night life.
There's nightlife involved,
yes. So there's that. Then there's on Tuesday, now we start. From 3 to 11 in the morning, there are people doing teases and everything, coming to know the tables and check out each other. Then we go there from the going down from the preliminaries to quarters, semis, and finals on Thursday.
Now, Kirago, I just wanted to ask one question, and it's about the rules, and because we have 8-ball pools, the international 8-ball pool rules. Then we also now have the Chinese, the one that you are talking about. What different rules are there, and which ones will be applying for your tournament?
Sammy. Man, this is why I need you around, man. Sammy na Konga msewa, he just has the right.
Ngoja kwanza. Kabla tuende hapo.
No way.
Kabla tuende hapo. Kabla tuende. Anyway, abota kwanza ajibu hiyo swali juu atake. Anaweza shindwa kujibu.
Atajibu na tension, but I want to. You're now in the hot seat. The race, your race has begun. Race to 21.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying. So we're playing 8-ball rules, which is what is being paid internationally right now. In fact, you'll find in most of the clubs who are playing those 8-ball rules. Which is pick the white ball. Most of people don't. You pick the white ball when there's been a foul. you take it to behind the line.
Okay.
Yes.
I played a pool, and apparently everybody else was in on this except me.
Yeah.
Where you're playing the old rules.
Where umepiga ball, if it goes in, if the white ball goes in, I can put it wherever I feel like.
That's Chinese.
That's Chinese.
Ah.
So that's why I was asking him now to explain the difference.
Yeah, because I
Or
played
was
that
it a
one.
9-ball game you're playing?
I don't even know what that means.
So there's many types of billiards. All these are billiards.
Uh-huh.
So as we are playing 8-ball pool, 8-ball pool.
That clip, we need that clip. We need
No,
that clip.
the beauty about this is all this is actually on YouTube
Yes,
right now.
yes.
So basically, even your reactions are very good because anyway, I'll just tell you.
happening with us and you're not telling.
Well, what is happening is
Maybe my fantasy guy scored.
he's fantasy guy because Emiliano Buendia has scored for Aston Villa and the goal has been scored. Actually, the game is over.
Yeah, 90
Game
plus
just
6.
ended.
Yeah.
So 90 plus 6 and like we said, Ogopa Ali kickoff. Tuliwa won.
Na nilikuwa nimewawa.
Anyway, Kirago. Well,
Yeah.
I even so
let's get
not even that. You know what what I really love about what has just happened is he even took his water. What a sleep. And ndio kitu is sinking. Enough of the shock. Back to pool rules and the different rules that we
Yes.
have, the different billiard rules.
Yeah, so 8-ball rules is what people like calling the new rules. So, okay, some of us have been playing for a while, but that's when you'll go, you find somewhere they say old rules or new rules. So 8-ball is what they are considering as new rules, which although we are trying to push to make it the standard everywhere, so that when people are now getting into competitive pool playing, they are not shocked about, can you do this, can't you do this? Yes, and they get within the play of the game. So there's no carry, there's no such things. So that's the 8-ball pool rules that we're playing. There are going to be hopefully 128 men and 32 ladies.
Oh wow.
That is hopefully we'll reach those numbers.
If my math comes correctly, I think it's about 160 players.
Yes. So 160 players, and hopefully if each can bring 2 people to look at them. Yes,
that's at least
we are getting over
16
the 400.
times 3, 480.
Yes, I imagine that.
And
just a crowd there.
And right now, what is happening is pool has become very entertaining to a point where, like several times when I've gone for Chana tournaments, you find the fans are so many, and they now charge an entry fee for fans.
Is that so?
Yes.
Ati unalipa finje kwenda kuona
1,000 bob.
So finje, I was just talking out of nowhere.
The 1,000 bob is redeemable because what you're doing, you're taking up the space of an
establishment.
Yes, while there are actually people who want to go and then you find even that, for example, Mchana, because of the size, outside there's a screen where you can watch what's going on inside.
They stream it?
Yes. In fact, this one is also being.
Yes, you told us.
We are streaming on across platforms.
Please tell the listeners right now where they will be able to tune in and watch.
I'll have to check.
Okay,
because
no problem.
There's about 3 or 4 streamers who are always there. We only have 2 on for this. I'll have to find out from the tournament director which 2 streamers are gonna stream, and I will share that.
And like Sammy and I said earlier on, see tutakuwa ndani
And
on
you
Thursday.
remember with that streaming, there is a commentary. Yes.
Like YouTube live commentary or like where people,
live commentary. Yes, about the games, about the players, about what, and these guys now knowingly who are they and everything. So I think it's going to be a blast. We'll have a good time to be had by all, and everything is available. There is food, there is a drink.
Food
plus 18, obviously.
Food will attract anybody, everybody at any time.
Exactly, and it's different cuisines, by the way. Just like
siwezi tokea bila food.
Sahi kuna mahali unaweza enda ushinde the whole day bila chakula.
Atishi a whole day, 3-4 hours lazima you have to feed.
You have to bite something.
Hata tumeleta CSR kidogo. Tumepatia mtu wa pasua mtu wa smoky, and a guy for selling motungo, boiled maize.
Okay.
We have given them a place, put them in like a tent, even them, at least they can get something, a way of giving back to the community.
So basically what is being said is ni economy ya kila mtu. And the whole week is has been fine-tuned to basically deal with the common mwananchi. Yeah. So that is the whole idea.
That is absolutely phenomenal. At KICC, guys, from the today is 6th,
from the 8th to the 11th. Yes.
That is 4 days of high quality food, high quality, like you said, nightlife and enjoyment, and also high quality entertainment with the pool.
Yes,
Mike,
if I can just jump in and say one last thing. If anyone wants to come on Thursday at 1, about 1:15, we are trying to break a Guinness World Record.
Okay.
Of the longest, the most people holding the longest kanga. So,
kanga?
You know kanga, easy Malay, so you kanga.
Oh, okay.
So
no. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Start saying I don't know stuff like kanga. I know a kanga, bro.
No. It's the way you just went kanga.
Yeah, because
so the longest kanga line. We go all the way around KICC up to everywhere until we see we can break the record that's there.
So kuna mse wa Nduthi FC anaweza shika hiyo kitu twao.
I'm trying to find out where those kangas are going after this. The Kikuyu in me wants to open a shop.
Imenti House, 4th floor.
Come for very affordable kangas.
Kaga iko
bei mwisho.
Iko na kaga.
Ya kutupa do away.
Mike, it's 5:30 p.m. right now. I hate to do this, but I have to. Your team just lost, so I'm going to remind you. We are really enjoying this, but we have to keep the show going on, and we love having you here. If anything, we would love to have you here every week. But that's not possible. One final word to the Kenyans who, or rather, let me just say the listeners, because we might have listeners who are not even Kenyan, but they live here.
Yes. Exactly.
Who like pool, this is their thing, but they never really knew something like this would even be possible. Where can they find you? And this is just a reminder, of course, we've told them.
Well, that's one. And also, I know there are people who are listening to us who might also want to participate in the tournament.
Yes. Can I come and play, for example?
Exactly, yeah.
So on Monday, I think we'll be closing the books on Monday. So on Monday, if you pop in, you will be able to register. Yes, because we want to reach those numbers of 128 and 32. We're even having to bus some ladies in from Eldoret.
Wow.
Because the Eldoret has got some very talented lady players. Unfortunately, the 24, we might not be able to get all of them locally, so we're busing some from Eldoret. I know there's some 8 to 10 ladies who are coming in. Yes.
Okay, and so the books close on Monday. What time?
On Monday, we are hoping to close by maybe 2 or 3. Let's come
so that the pool can start at 3 p.m. now.
No, on Monday we are doing the races because we have to give the people coming in from the Tanzanian tournament time to
rest. Wafike.
Yes, so that them they start
Samia Suluhu wapatie visa exit stamp.
And you know the 9th is another day there. So
it's the 9th there is a public holiday, or?
No, it was supposed to be their Independence Day, which the President Suluhu has decided to not have. And then,
You can just decide not to have an Independence Day?
She is the President. So now there were people who wanted to use that day to protest what has been happening in Tanzania. So that's exactly what Mike is talking about.
Okay, thank you for the information, man. Sammy, what would I do without you?
So we'll have our guys back. So the official, but on Monday we have 2 or 3 races, depending on the people who are throwing. Us as Perak, we are doing 1 race. So at least that will be big, 121 race. We'll pick the two big players who are most rested.
The 2 most bet on horses.
Yes. So we can see their race. Anyone wanting to another race, always welcome. We can have a discussion. The time is there, the time is enough. Then the real action starts from Tuesday, Wednesday, with the finals on Thursday.
Finals on Thursday, and thank you so much for joining us. One thing I will tell you, Sammy and I will be there.
Yeah, thank you.
No matter what. And I think the rest of the sports team might join us too. I think
on Thursday.
Yeah, King K was like, he loves playing pool and stuff like that. He's he works here. He's a bit unwell today. That's actually the injury report I need to bring to the audience, by the way. We won't be able to have the fan culture segment today. King K is just out of commission. But we hope that his fitness will be back and he'll be back in training by Tuesday. Fit on Thursday, and then Saturday once more. So Emi Buendia and Unai Emery wamekula team yake kitambo. We'll give you like a few more minutes. Tell us your opinion, your thoughts on Arsenal losing only their second game this season, and they've only lost away to the champions Liverpool and now the form team Aston Villa.
Yes, as you know, through experience, this is like a time we don't talk until January.
Until March.
February tunaanza anza kuongea.
Yeah, people usually say the run-in starts after the March international break.
Yep.
So, I think if we can get to February, I think we've got this thing.
Well, Mike, I think the other thing we need to just highlight is by Aston Villa beating Arsenal, the dynamics have shifted slightly in terms of the table, because Aston Villa are now just 3 points behind Arsenal. So
with the same games played,
so the only difference now is the goal difference. You have a very good goal difference, plus 19.
Strong goal difference.
Aston Villa are plus 7. So you will start feeling the pressure. There's a point where Arsenal were getting too comfortable. You're 6 points ahead and you're making a lot of noise.
But to be fair, 6 points is only 2 games.
No, but through experience, hii mambo ya kwenda mbele sana ndio inatuharibingi.
You think so?
Aye, boss. You remember we were
last
so
season.
far ahead.
Not last season. Last season,
but
the one before. Because last season, Arsenal spent 0 days at the top of the league.
The other time we were so comfortable ahead. And
it was 22-23 and 23-24. Those were seasons where Arsenal was really, really, especially like 22-23, I didn't believe they would win. 23-24, I was like, dude, they finished second, but a close second.
But you see, actually, in that 23-24 season, there's a point, Karago, by the way, if I'm not wrong, you guys were almost 9 points ahead.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, they were.
Paka, the more points we were going ahead, I was starting to get uncomfortable.
Do you think that the way you get uncomfortable like that, maybe even the Arsenal players, because a lot of the Arsenal players are Arsenal fans.
Yes.
Bukayo Saka, Eze. I'm willing to bet right now, or to, let me not say bet, bet. I'm willing to, there's no other word. Wager, that's even worse. That's a more official bet. I'm willing to bet that even Noni Madueke is an Arsenal fan. David Raya was, I believe, sure, like this young, Raya is about my age, but like he came to England at a young age, and Arsenal was cool. He lived in London, and
all the players were black.
Literally.
Yes.
So do you think that some of these players are also kind of feeling that way, that like they're like this? It's the famous saying about the elephant on top of the tree.
Yeah, that one, we are used to it.
People are not, everyone is always telling me that when they see me.
But I also need to give you a very interesting fact. I was having a conversation yesterday with 2 Arsenal fans, and they pointed out something that I had not even realized. Apparently, Arsenal is not losing a single player to AFCON. Yep. Because most of the Africans, the Noni Maduekes, the Ezes, they're all English.
They're all English. Interesting.
I learned that yesterday. I was like, wait a minute. And now I'm thinking Manchester United is losing
Ahmad,
3 key players and Mazraoui.
And Mazraoui probably has a good chance to lift that trophy.
Yeah, to go all the way to the final.
I was seeing this, there's this one of my favorite TikTokers. I don't know his real name, but his channel is called Our African Football, and his entire thing, he only talks about African football. He actually came for Chan and everything. He said that in the last 30 years, every AFCON that was played in North Africa was won by a North African team.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Not necessarily the host nation.
Yes, it's a fact.
a North African team.
But you remember even last week when you asked me the question, what did I tell you? I told you anytime the tournament is played in
You
North
did
Africa, it never leaves North Africa.
Why do I need our African football when I have Sami Muraya?
Because basically that's what happens.
Deep pool.
And
of
you remember
knowledge.
when you were talking about, was it Libya? No, Algeria. And I told you, actually, you might think they are not doing very well, but personally, I feel that is a tournament they can win.
They can. I think these North Africans, they have this way to just rally each other, and like for them it means way more than it does.
And for me, what impresses me the most about them is the fact that they win ugly. They will never win comfortably. Because the moment they score one goal, they'll
done.
start diving, they'll start wasting time, they irritate, they get to your head to a point where literally, by the time that game is over, you have 2 or 3 red cards.
You're livid. I remember 2019, I watched Gor Mahia play Zamalek here at Kasarani. Zamalek goes 1-0 up. Oh, I'm injured. Oh, Nini. Next thing you know, it's 3-1. Gor Mahia is 3-1 up. And I saw Olieche's first game for Gor Mahia ever. He scored in the 94th minute, went round the keeper. I was like, thank God I came here today. So, Mike, any last words for the audience vis-a-vis Arsenal, vis-a-vis the lovely event that you'll be having?
Arsenal, we can do it. I'm about to remove my retro Arsenal shirt from the closet.
By the way, who made you an Arsenal fan?
Fun enough.
Which player or which era?
My era is my age is showing 2000.
Emmanuel Petit.
I went to university in the UK in 2000.
Where did you study?
In Northampton. So I used to work at Highbury.
Really?
We used to do the games. I used to go around doing, catering, like doing the bars. So I've been working. I worked the bars in the stadium
at Highbury. Who's the most famous person you served a drink to?
Not served a drink, but met another Paul was Thierry Henry. That's what was there. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mike. It has been a pleasure to have you. And guys, I gotta remind you once more. I mean, I don't think at this point I need to remind you, but guess what? Since I love you so much, I'm just gonna do it anyway. You are listening